Greetings on this Tuesday, the 17th day of the 10th month. Glad as always to have you here on what was a cold morning and what's going to be a cool evening with a little sunshine, a lot of sunshine in the middle. Still kept us in the 60s. We have a continued weather pattern that's just going to continue to give us more sunshine, dry conditions. Think high pressure. We're going to see the 70s as we've talked about. A few tweaks to be made to your forecast, but still cooler, getting warmer, and staying dry with a lot of sunshine through the end of the week and your weekend. Back in 1989, we were still dealing with the remnants of Hurricane Jerry. The 16th, 17th, and 18th, a lot of eastern Kentucky saw 5 to 6 inches of rainfall, which is almost a complete opposite of where we are now, of course. I want to say thank you. I was in Paintsville today running some errands. Ran into a longtime viewer who thanked me for the show. Oh, that boosts morale every time it happens, to say the least. But also, Danny Ratliff, who lives over in Paintsville, says that he watches the show all the time. And I told him, as I'm repeating now, I couldn't thank him enough for that. A lot of viewers over there. And, of course, we try to keep as much news for everyone as possible. And we wish to thank Danny for introducing himself and letting me know that today. It was nice to meet him. With that said, we will have some Paintsville-related news tonight. Johnson County Fiscal Court set tax rates last night. The Paintsville City Council had to fill 2 vacant seats, and they also covered some other important business. We'll go through those meetings briefly. A meth arrest here in Salyersville. I've got some football highlights for you I've been promising. We'll get to all of that in just a few seconds, and actually little else. So we'll go ahead and jump right to our first headline tonight, and that is an arrest. 4 or 5 arrests last night at the behest of the Salyersville Police Department. I know that there were 2 for DUI, one's executed several warrants, and then there was a public intoxication and some other charges, the most serious of which appeared to be a serious quantity of crystal methamphetamine that was taken from a Pikeville man. On patrol last night, Officer Mike Nichols of the Salyersville PD spotted a vehicle with dead tags, expired license plates, and made a traffic stop on the Mountain Parkway, where he was talking to the driver, but noticed the passenger was the one who appeared nervous, fidgeting, and suspicious, grabbing for his pockets. And after questioning him, he found a golf ball size bag or quantity of meth that the passenger is believed to have stuffed into a cigarette box. He found it lying in the floor of the car, to which Timothy Francis later admitted to being his. He was charged with possession of a controlled substance. That's anytime you have possession of meth, it's a felony charge automatically. The driver and a female passenger were cleared at the scene, but Francis was lodged in the Big Sandy Regional Detention Center. Francis is 35 years of age and from Pikeville, Kentucky. The McGough County Sheriff's Department is also investigating after a hunter found what turned out to be a stolen vehicle out of Morgan County. I can't recall how many times we have covered just recently, of course, but a vehicle being stolen out of Morgan County and found here in McGough. That story is in the works and coming on tomorrow's program. A slew of other headlines for tonight, so stay tuned. I will be right back. Whoever you're rooting for at the next big game, pick up some of our famous hot and spicy wings or try our new fish dinner at your Salyersville Lee's famous recipe. Or you can always just get a little bit of everything. Hot wings, crispy buffalo wings, dippers, strips, fried pickles, jalapeno poppers, cheese sticks, potato wedges, and more. The game is always better with Lee's. As at least 1 out of every 5 people will likely get the flu this season, putting hundreds of thousands in the hospital and sadly proving fatal for another 50,000 more. Now is the time for everyone 6 months and older to get their flu vaccination, so you'll be 60% less likely to have to worry about catching it. They've got flu shots ready, so all you have to do is come by and see the people who want to keep you from getting sick just as much as they want to make you well again when you are. Get your flu shot today at Hope Family Medical Center in Salyersville. Bumper stickers, ball caps, calendars, t-shirts, pencils and pens and gifts, they get you noticed. They get you votes. And get yours locally with the best quality and savings. Call Avian Arnett Deaton at 349-3835 or find her on Facebook today.
Home energy use is on the rise. Every year, new devices, more devices. We are using more energy. Simple Saver helps you trim peak energy usage and pays you for being energy smart. You can receive up to $50 in annual bill credits. Over the years, the savings really add up with Kentucky's Touchstone Energy Cooperative's Simple Saver. Licking Valley RECC, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Like our 100% safe and secure mobile banking app at Salyersville National, we're always working to make your life a little easier. And our mobile deposit feature gives you more freedom and more time to do what you love the most. Just open the app, confirm the amount, and click. You're done. A safe, no-hassle way to manage your money from anywhere in the... Well, you get the drift. Now get the app at Salyersville National Bank. 349-3131. The Paintsville City Council met in special session last night as the meeting was moved up, I think per Apple Day festivities, if I'm not mistaken. Nevertheless, changes or potential changes to Apple Day were discussed, as were the 2 vacant seats on the Paintsville City Council, in addition to other business, including opening some blacktop bids for Main Street. The special session began with Mayor Bill Mike Runyon first extending some congratulations, which followed an update. You may recall during the last meeting he informed the council and audience that FEMA had frozen all funding for all projects after Hurricanes Harvey and Irma, and that was going to directly affect the Carter Lane project for an unknown amount of time.
Carter Lane project. The funding freeze has been lifted. That doesn't tell us a whole lot, but Kim said that Libby was talking with Amanda, is that correct, Kim?
Yes.
And they haven't got back with Kim yet, but the funding freeze has been lifted from FEMA. Apple Day, it went great. Apple Day went great. We're extremely proud of that. Congratulations to sanitation, street, police, fire, and EMS. Congratulations to Trail Town.
Yay.
They received the statewide award for Beautify the Bluegrass. And we don't know the particulars yet, but sometime soon the governor's going to come down for a barbecue to celebrate that award. Also this Saturday we've got the Mountains of Music, Bushels of Art, and Pints on Paint from 2 o'clock to 9 o'clock this Saturday. We would like for everyone to attend that, please. And I will announce Halloween as it comes up on the agenda.
Halloween was later set for Tuesday the 31st from 6 to 8. The mayor also reminded everyone that businesses will be giving out treats that morning of Halloween, 8:30 till 10:30. There was a motion made later to authorize Bob Pack, Utilities General Manager, to be able to approve or disapprove all pay requests and change orders that are related to the more than $8 million I&I project in Paintsville, to which Councilwoman Sarah Blair asked to amend that to have all change orders over $10,000 be brought before the council. There was some discussion on the matter, and it was tabled for now. They opened some blacktop bids for Main Street in Paintsville. Hinkle Blacktop or Contracting won the lowest bid with $13,500 for each of the 4 blocks on Main Street to be paved. Work to begin as soon as possible. There was an appointment made to the Tourism Board. The Tourism Board requesting Connie Bays be appointed to fill a vacant position, to which the council unanimously approved. And following that, several council members made recommendations for who they thought should fill the council seat left vacant by the resignation of former Councilman Tom Daniels.
We also have to appoint a city council member tonight to replace Mr. Tom Daniels.
I'll make a motion we appoint Sean Thompson back.
I second it.
Are there any other?
I had a
Any other
gentleman
names?
come to my house and approach me, Roger Belcher,
Okay.
showing, interest in city council. So,
I also have a recommendation.
Okay.
Jim Pelfrey.
Okay. So we've got 3 names out there. Mr. Thompson, Mr. Belcher, and Mr. Pelfrey. So we have to second one of those names.
Well,
She
she already
did.
did. Sean.
Okay. So Sean has been
Who made
Motion?
the motion?
I did.
And who seconded it?
I did.
and Patricia seconded.
That vote to appoint former Councilman Sean Thompson to the seat was 3-1 in favor of. Before last night, there were actually 2 seats vacant on the Paintsville City Council, also the one left behind by the resignation of Justin Lewandowski. However, the law says, according to the state, that you can only make one appointment at a time. Therefore, the council will take up filling the other vacant seat during a later meeting. The mayor then went back to Apple Day, citing questions in his mind in regards to the ordinance that pertains to Apple Day, with the Apple Board pretty much in control of all that transpires during Apple Day. He said that the city actually had expended, with sanitation and street, fire, and police personnel, almost $11,000, and then with what they received back from the Apple Board, that left the city in the hole about $2,000 or $3,000. The council passed a motion giving the mayor authority to look at that prior ordinance to see if there were any changes that should be made in that regards. And the session was then adjourned. Fall and its colors have burst onto the scene at the seasonal shop in downtown Salyersville. Kids' mud pie styles and designs have just arrived, with even more on the way. Little Fashion's excellent for fall, Halloween, and Thanksgiving, and of course, they've got the sweetest of accessories. And ladies' fashions are here, and there's more coming in daily. Amazing sweaters and Carter coats, this fall's must-have item. Dresses, boots, and more on the way. There's just nothing like what you'll find at the seasonal shop in downtown Salyersville, just down from Fraser's Prater Drugstore and the Radio Shack.
I'm attorney Don McFarland. We all know that times are hard, jobs are scarce. Most people that I know are struggling to support their families and make it through each day. Now imagine that you get seriously hurt while working on the job, and the insurance company for your employer refuses to pay wages and benefits while you are injured and cannot afford to pay medical expenses, household bills, and put food on the table to support your family. I can help. If you are being wrongfully denied workers' compensation benefits that you rightfully deserve, then give me a call and let me go to work for you. 349-9000.
They're rolling out big, beautiful truck bodies every day, the best America makes in steel and aluminum, with their largest ever local stock of angle, sheet, round, I-beam, expanded, steel, and aluminum in several different finishes for whatever you're working on. And if the dump body you're driving needs parts, they've got them in stock. And if you need a big project fabricated from scratch, they've got you covered at Logan in Salyersville since 1904.
Oh, the sun shines bright on my old Kentucky home.
The sun bathes us in the power of its warm glow and brightens our world. Now it can power your life. Cooperative Solar brings you hassle-free solar power from your local Kentucky Touchstone Energy Cooperative. Renewable, affordable, easy. Licking Valley RECC's Cooperative Solar. Join the community. CooperativeSolar.com.
Parkway Pharmacy, now open earlier from 8 a.m. until 6 in the evening to better suit your schedule and lifestyle, and to help you get better and live a healthier life. And if allergies are bogging you down, they're armed with the very best in over-the-counter relief for adults and your children. Reach owner pharmacist Jesse Rudd and his assistant pharmacist Megan Castle and their staff at 8 o'clock in the mornings or at 349-4400. The Fiscal Court in Johnson County met last night, also in special session due to putting the meeting up a week. They discussed setting tax rates for Johnson County, which is a sore subject for pretty much all local government entities this time of year. The Fiscal Court and Judge picked up where they had left off a previous discussion about setting tax rates for Johnson County. Basically, the Fiscal Court and Judge left with two options: a compensating rate to, of course, equal the same amount of revenue last year, or a 4% increase, which is the maximum allowed, I think, without a public hearing and the likes. In this particular case, though, Judge Tucker Daniel outlined that the compensating rate was nearly the same as the 4% increase, with the 4% increase generating, I think, another $25,000 for the county government as a whole. Daniel noted that there had been no substantial tax increase in Johnson County in the past 17 years, and that they've managed to cut taxes on 3 or 4 occasions. And with the support of the Fiscal Court, they took the compensating rate, which will take the county's property tax rate, the real property tax rate, from 8.8 cents per $100 of valuation to now 9.2 cents per every $100 of valuation. And that vote was followed by setting the tax for automobiles and watercraft.
We have those rates set at 12.9 cents. It's been that way since 1999. We have not raised taxes one iota. And still scratch my head sometimes. But I assume, from what I've heard from the court, that there's no support for an increase of that nature either. Is that accurate?
Yes.
So, having said that, I'll entertain a motion to establish the watercraft and motor vehicle tax rates at the same as they've been for the last 18 or 19 years, at 12.90 cents per $100.
Other taxing districts mentioned during the meeting, the Johnson County Library Board and the Johnson County Health Board, also left their tax rates as they had been, 8.5 for the property and 11.75 for personal taxes for the Library Board, while the Health Department remains at 6 cents per every $100 of valuation. In other business, upon recommendation of the judge, Alan Castle was reappointed to the Housing Authority Board, and Emergency Management Director Gary McClure updated the court on the successful completion of 3 grants which had been submitted to Homeland Security, all 3 receiving significant funding.
We was really fortunate. We didn't get all of the dollars we asked for, but we got enough to help out quite a bit. And the Flat Gap Fire Department application was for a gas detector. When the first responders get calls of possible gas leaks or carbon monoxide detectors going off in homes. And at the point that we made this application, Flat Gap did not have a detector at all. So all we asked for them was one gas detector. That was in the amount of $1,617. And we got funded. Of course, Homeland Security always rounds the numbers around a little bit. We got funded $1,600. So pretty much got funded on all that. Williamsport Fire Department application, we submitted an application for $32,004. That was for personal protective equipment such as coat, pants, helmet, boots, gloves, Nomex hoods, etc. And but we only received funding for $12,000. Of course, you know, $12,000 still helps quite a bit because those guys can probably get 4 or 5 complete sets of PPE. Thelma Fire Department application was for communications equipment. That's the portable radios with antennas that we all carry. We submitted an application for $14,571, which was for the portable radios and pagers. We got funded $10,000. And basically what they funded was for the portable radios, but we didn't get any funding for pagers. And I think funding through Homeland Security for pagers is kind of a thing of the past. And that's what I've got here. It's a pager, but you can't talk back on it. We can only hear on it, you know, and it's kind of handy.
And while it was a special session and they couldn't go into it very far, there was brief recognition of the Paintsville Trailtown Committee, who, as I told you last week, was honored to win the governor's first ever Beautify the Bluegrass contest for all their work in the Paintsville area. A tire more than 25% low, about 8 pounds, makes you 3 times more likely, and worn out tires 11 times more likely to be in a tire-related crash. Don't take your or their safety for granted. Come in for a free inspection, 6 months, no interest financing, the best price and best selection at Conley Tire in Staffordsville.
Hi, I'm attorney Jeff Lovely. When hiring an attorney, experience does matter. For over 20 years, I've been representing clients throughout Eastern Kentucky. We are a full-service law firm, representing clients who've been injured in car accidents or at work, representing clients who need to file bankruptcy, representing clients who've been charged with a crime. For all your legal needs, contact my office when it matters. We have 2 locations for your convenience. In Salyersville at 349-4522 and West Liberty at 743-1965.
I've got a few things to talk about on our community calendar. I've got a few things that I've just got in that I don't have on the calendar. I'm going to go through those real quickly. Dalton's Elves and Silent Nights are going to work in concert this holiday season. They're going to be, of course, participating in the parade, and they're going to be setting their delivery date here soon. And we'll announce it then, but for any of those out there who know of a child or children who might need a little extra special Christmas this year, you can contact them. I've got a long list of phone numbers. I'm going to throw one out there right now at 349-1476. But I'll have that up on the calendar with those numbers attached to it starting on tomorrow's program. I just found out that Kiwanis Pancake Day has been set for, it says October the 4th. I'm going to roll the dice and say that's November the 4th at the Senior Citizen Center and the Community Center in downtown Salyersville. And the Kentucky Humanities and the McGough County Civil War Committee have set their next event. Lily Cornett will be presented as the voice of the force in the next series of the Kentucky Chautauqua here in McGough County. That is November the 2nd. Plenty of time to put it on the calendar. Plenty, but sometime certainly, and I will do so very soon. Also, there's a community dinner that's being put together here in McGough County for anyone who may need a little extra support during the holidays, and this will be November the 18th for a wonderful Thanksgiving dinner. No particular one person, but a lot of individuals, a lot of folks who are members of a lot of churches and other folks are just coming together to help provide this special meal. November the 18th, 3 o'clock, it's going to be in the back room of City Hall. And of course, I'll find out more about it, but if you want to participate, I will also get you some numbers very soon, some phone numbers for some contact information. Here's the rest of tonight's McGough Farm Bureau Community Calendar. Yes, that's a happy birthday tonight to Regina Arnott, of course. Happy birthday from your loving husband, Toby. Happy, happy birthday, Regina. McGough County's next Safe Coalition meeting tomorrow, 1 o'clock at the McGough County Health Department. This is your invitation. It is open to the public, and everyone is invited to join and be a part of their movement. Don't forget, this Friday, it's what's normally the Run Run Rudolph 5K, but it's the Spooktacular Christmas 5K this year round. They're combining Halloween and Christmas. Dress how you like. They will register at 6 o'clock this Friday down in the City Park. That's a large grassy lot with a gazebo across from City Hall. If you have any questions, call 794-6561. All the proceeds going to buy Christmas gifts for the kids after the Salyersville Hometown Christmas Parade. The Salyersville Masonic Lodge's fishing tournament is this Saturday. It's going to be a nice day for it, weather-wise, too. $100 per boat is all. $500 for first prize. Big cash prizes all the way down the line. All proceeds going to support their annual Coats for Kids drive. Even if you can't or don't want to go fish, maybe drop by, see what they're catching, maybe leave a little donation with them. The 21st Annual United Way Golf Scramble is set for this coming, it's Monday the 23rd. Yeah, this coming Monday. I had it right the first time. Over at Stonecrest. These are, it's a $360 team, an individual par 3 tournament. You have to be on a team, a lot of great prizes. They'll register at 9. Play will start at 10 o'clock that morning over at Stonecrest. And I think, while I have a slew of other announcements, they can all wait a few days, which gives me time real quickly to remind you this is how you get announcements just like you heard on the show. Our funeral service listings, a service provided by the McGough County Funeral Home with a reminder of services to be held tomorrow morning beginning at 11 for 89-year-old Della Mae Collins of Half Mountain. Preceded in death by her husband David, she survived by her sons Vern and Dave Collins and daughters Pamela Warren, Hope Williams, Holly Collins, Darla Collins, and Denise Collins. Visitation is the rest of this evening. Services once again start in the morning, all from the Salyersville Funeral Home. 65-year-old Gladys Tressie Howard of Buffalo passed away on October the 14th, survived by her husband Dallas Howard and daughters Trina Russell and Rebecca Sammons. Visitation will continue today, all day tomorrow. Will continue tonight and up until services that start tomorrow morning at 11. Visitation and services from the McGough County Funeral Home. Once again, services in her honor beginning tomorrow morning at 11. Services have been set for James Anthony Howard, 51 of Coon Creek, the son of Linda Montgomery Howard and the late James Howard. Besides his mother, he's survived by his son, James Colby, and daughters, Jade and Taylor Brianne Howard. Visitation is this evening, all day tomorrow, and up until services start Thursday at noon, all from the McGough County Funeral Home. Burial will follow at the Howard Cemetery on Coon Creek. And lastly tonight, services have also been set for 69-year-old Barbara Ann Allen Cole of Salyersville, married to Hillard Cole, who preceded her in death. She survived by sons Harold, Michael John, and Gregory Wayne Cole, and daughters Thelma Fuller and Michelle Arnott. Visitation continues this evening, all day tomorrow, and up until Thursday. Services, which are set for 2 o'clock, all from the McGough County Funeral Home.
Just when you thought it's gotten as good as it gets better. Appalachian Wireless now offers unlimited text, talk, and 2 gigs of data for as low as $45 a month. But wait, you can also get 5 lines on 8 gigs of data for just $145 a month. Both great deals on the Appalachian Advantage plan, and the savings keep getting bigger. How big? $25 per month, less than the other guys. Taxes due at time of sale. See store for details. Better service, bigger savings. That's today's Appalachian Wireless, an East Kentucky network company.
Hi, this is John Harris at Gateway Motors. We're having a get it out of the mud sale. Everything we have is covered in mud, so if you want a good deal, right now is the time to get it.
Yeah, no joke, no gimmick. The road construction is killing them, so John has cut another $1,000 off this super economical 2015 Mitsubishi. It's got less than 22,000 miles, new tires, and it's only $69.95. He cut this 08 Crew Cab Dodge 4x4. It's $5,000 below book. He cut $2,000 off this Ford Escape 4x4 XLT to $69.95. And this 2010 Honda Civic with ultra low miles, only $83,000. His price just too low to advertise. Call today for quick pre-credit approval, $0 down, low income approval, and most payments under $200 a month at Gateway Motors in Salyersville, 349 cars. Much more than diesel specialist, Black Smoke Performance is turning out excellent auto body collision paint and repair results with free quotes and estimates on everything from insurance jobs to that ding you got in the driveway. Custom lift kits, bed liners, winches, and accessories, and full diagnostics and repair on anything gas or diesel, from brakes to fluid changes to major auto repair. If you want it fixed, lifted, painted, customized, or just maintained, just call on the team at Black Smoke Performance in Dixie of Salyersville, 100 May Drive, or 349-8785. Now, I got some football for you tonight. I told you late last week that Saturday over the past weekend was championship day at the new Floyd Central High School for our 5th and 6th, our elementary and middle school football teams. I don't have any video. I couldn't get it in hand before airtime of the 5th and 6th grade team, but they wrapped up their season at 12-6 after defeating South Floyd for their 2nd championship in a row, and it was a good one. Actually, South Floyd got the ball, I'm told, on their final possession, 4 minutes to go, and they marched all the way down, up the middle basically, to a 1st and 10 on the 5-yard line, and a field goal stand stopped them in their tracks. Logan Ross had a big hit. McGough County got the ball back with 17 seconds and held on to that 12-6 lead. That was their 5th and 6th graders. Your 7th and 8th graders also making their way to the championship, as we have covered. And here are some highlights back from the game. Correction, before I go any further, 5th and 6th wrapped up their season, I believe, 9-1. 9-1. They only had one loss. 12-6 might be a score that I was referring to. My apologies. As for the 7th and 8th grade team, they had the momentum. They had the determination. They had the experience coming into the championship with an 11-1 season record. And they had problems for the first half. They struggled to stay ahead of Fleming Neon. Scoreless in the first quarter for both teams. Fleming Neon did score their first Pirate touchdown halfway through the second quarter. And this handoff from Fleming Neon resulted in a 2-yard push-through in the third quarter. Pirates are up 14-0. Then, after a holding call, takes back a Hornet touchdown. Aiden Barnett hands off to Caleb Wilson, who hands it off to Donovan Patrick for a 15-yard run. And Barnett keeps it for the 2-point conversion for an 8-14 deficit still for Harold Whitaker at the end of the third quarter. Later, after the Pirates couldn't convert, McGough County was back on the ball, and a snap to Patrick on the 10-yard line, and a ball knocked loose inches from the end zone, scooped up by Jake Allen. Well, that will even things up at 14 apiece. Still tied with 1 minute and 47 seconds left to go in the ballgame. Fleming Neon's number 1 shoots right through the Hornet defense for the late lead. And the 2-point conversion after is a 22-14 Pirate go-ahead. Now McGough County's got the ball back. They've got 90 seconds on the clock, and Harold Whitaker is on a mission. Patrick gets the ball and breaks all the way down to the 40. Aiden Barnett with the keeper for another first down, McGough County.
Ball still by number 1.
And Patrick brings it all the way down to the 20.
Ball snap to number 30. Donovan Patrick.
And here we are. Barnett is on a 2nd and 2. And he tucks and he runs. And he runs to the 15. Then he keeps going to the 10 and the 5. And he's in. We now have a 22-20 ball game. Fleming Neon still up by 2 points. Now the Hornet 2-point conversion is a must-have. And Donovan Patrick makes it look easy. It's a tie game, folks. 22 apiece with 30.5 seconds left to go. But the Pirates are unfazed, and from their 20-yard line on this kickoff return, cover 68 yards in this run, going all the way down to the Hornet 22. On the next play, McGough County holds them to a 6-yard gain with 9 seconds left to go for a 2nd and 4 on their 16. Another run gives Fleming Neon a first down on the 6-yard line. Then a false start by the Pirates pushes them back to the 11-yard line on another first down. Literally 1 second left to go on the clock. The snap, the run, and Noah Patrick makes the dive of his life at the ankles of Fleming Neon, but the ball falls across the line. Fleming Neon takes a nail-biter away from McGough County, but they can't take away an outstanding season, an outstanding game nonetheless, one in which they have no regrets.
It's been an amazing journey. It's all these coaches and staff. They're a really good coaching staff, I guess how you say it.
Yeah.
And it's just been the best year. Halftime, he gave us a speech, and it's a championship game, so we go back out and try our hardest and try to win the game.
It is what it is. You know, it's been a great season. Lost 28-22 on the final play, no time on the clock. They beat us the last game on a Hail Mary, no time on the clock. I mean, that's how close we are. It's just been a great battle. It's a hard loss, but it's been a great season. We're 11-2. It's been amazing. You know, it's been an honor to coach them. I've enjoyed them. They've never gave me any trouble. They played their hearts out. It's just been an amazing season. I'm proud of them.
And so are we. And I'm out of time. It's going to be sunny and clear and warmer tomorrow, and that's all I've got time to go into your weather forecast with. So join us back here tomorrow night for more of your news today. Good night. Thanks for watching, everybody.